Hello and welcome to part 58 of my Let's Play / stream of Star Trek Online. We're currently on Bajor. We're about to undertake the Gamma Quadrant story arc, which will starting for us to move towards the end of the playable missions in the game. Well, with this Federation character anyway, and then I'll. But yeah, we're motoring through. Is that like one of my catchphrases? And it's like we're motoring through. It's like every time now I say that, it's like we're motoring through. Would have motored through this earlier. I mean, to do bloody long to. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I like an annoying catchphrase. Anyway, the antics of part 57 will not be repeated. Everything that happens at once. Anyway, so that's how Admiral Quint. And let's pick up the Gamma Quadrant missions. Not that many in this. That's 7 parts. 7 episodes, and then we start the Age of Discovery with its ridiculously long names. Okay, so Storm Clouds Gamma.
Head to DS9 as soon as you're able.
The Alliance has agreed to a summit meeting with the Dominion to discuss the return of the Hur'q and what can be done to prevent their aggression from devastating all 4 galactic quadrants. Despite recent events, we've agreed to host a summit on Deep Space Nine. None of the galactic powers are comfortable hosting a Dominion fleet deep within their territory. Meet with me and DS9 prior to the beginning of this summit. I'd like to discuss our options. Okay, so that's the reason why I'm here on Bajor. It's just it's a lot from Bajor than it is to. Unfortunately, it does mean 2 loading screens before we get to DS9. And we depart the system. Anyway, it's now starts. He's my favourite story arc on this game. I really did enjoy the Victory's Life expansion. Then Discovery had to ruin it all. It's Deep Space Nine. It's Harvard. Now begin Storm Clouds Grabber. Hopefully it doesn't crash. Yeah. Needs must, I guess. We've entered the Norris Belt, Admiral. I'm reading several civilian vessels on sensors in addition to the flagships of the summit attendees. The station is still damaged from the recent attack, but it appears that critical system repairs are complete. The damage control teams must be working double shifts. Indeed. Helm, take us into this.
Please, we're low on fuel and supplies. We need help badly.
Tell the ambassador that any Jem'Hadar aggression will be met with deadly force.
This is Station Control. Welcome to Deep Space Nine. Your docking clearance has been authorized. Several of our docking facilities were damaged in the recent conflict. Please proceed to the provided coordinates. Also, Captain Nog is waiting to meet with you on the promenade at your earliest convenience. Enjoy your stay here at the station.
Dock at DS9. An away team will be standing by while you attend the summit, Admiral. Are you ready to transport to the station? Sure. Let's go. I'm in the RN of which do we do? I'll probably do a toss rather than a Discovery character.
Hello. Nice to be working with you again. I've been assigned to assist you here on the station. The leaders of the 4 major delegations have asked to meet with you prior to the summit meeting. Their offices are located here on the promenade.
Very well, Captain. Guess we'll meet with whoever this is first.
Admiral Quinn's office is behind those doors.
Admiral?
The results of this summit could have long-lasting effects. A number of our allies, particularly the Klingons, consider the Hur'q to be a Dominion problem. The Federation sees this as a chance to improve relations with the Dominion. Having allies in the Gamma Quadrant instead of enemies would be a great step toward galactic peace.
Understood. I should change my dress uniform. I'll match you, Admiral. Okay.
Ambassador Odo is here, coordinating security efforts.
Ambassador?
I'll be blunt. The Hur'q have decimated most of the Dominion. All but one fleet, gone. It's all the Jem'Hadar can do to keep our remaining worlds from being laid waste. There is no diplomacy with the Hur'q. We don't know why they're attacking. We're not even sure where they're coming from. I'm sure there are those in the Alliance who would be content to let the Hur'q destroy us. But where do you think they'll turn once they're finished?
A good question, Ambassador.
Chancellor Jempok has an office here.
Chancellor, we meet again.
This summit may not end well. Most of the High Council sees the Hur'q as a Dominion problem. They are content to let them fight to the end and deal with any survivors. But there are others, such as Martok, who see that position as dishonorable. If they want to fight the war of their ancestors, so be it. But they will be doing so without the Empire. The same could be said for your Federation, should they choose to aid the Dominion.
Understood, Chancellor. Yeah, don't forget, you know, I saved your planet, your home world, from the Undine. Yeah? Okay. Backing away now.
Here is Proconsul Deton's office.
This summit may be difficult. While your people will see a path toward peace, I suspect the Klingons will feel the opposite. There is no love lost between them and the Dominion, or the Hur'q for that matter. The Republic position is one of pragmatism. A weakened Dominion will be easier to deal with, and the Hur'q are a threat no one can ignore.
Understood, Proconsul.
There are several Alpha Quadrant leaders here for the summit. Kai Kira of Bajor, Councillor Garrick of Cardassia, and my father, Ferengi Grand Nagus Ron. I recommend meeting with them as well. Their worlds will be on the front line if the Hur'q launch a full invasion into this quadrant.
Very well, Captain.
It looks like Councillor Garrick is in his old tailor shop. Huh.
Garrick?
Hello there. I take it you're not here to update your ensemble. Though if you'd like a few suggestions, I'd be happy to provide some. In the meantime, let's talk about serious business, shall we? I'm sure you'd like to know Cardassia's position on the Hur'q problem. It's simple, really. They're a menace, and one we should deal with swiftly. Surprised? Don't be. Cardassia was recently attacked by the Hur'q. We'd have fared poorly without help from our neighbors. Even the Lucari and the Ferengi offered a hand. I trust this lesson isn't lost on you. If we stand alone, we're doomed.
This used to be your store.
Once upon a time, when I was but a tailor. That was before plain, simple Garrick became a member of the Ditapa Council, of course. Before the Reconstruction and the Iconian War and the Hur'q. While I'm proud of the work I've done for Cardassia over the years, there's a part of me that yearns to be here once more. To be just a tailor, just Garrick.
Oh, you mean an assassin? We go where we're needed.
Will there be anything else?
Nothing at the moment.
My father is in my uncle's bar. Hard to believe he used to work there, huh?
Grand Nagus Romp.
I was wondering when you'd come along. I'm guessing you're here to talk about the Hur'q and what we want to do about them. It's no secret that the Ferengi aren't a military powerhouse like the Klingons. Most of the time, we'd be happy to make a tiny profit from all of this, and as far away from it as possible. That changed when the Hur'q attacked Ferenginar. We would have been wiped out without help, and we didn't get it from Starfleet or the Klingons. We got it from the Lucari and the Cardassians. Even a few not cool ships showed up to fight. That showed us that this is everyone's fight, big or small. So we're in. And if the 34th rule of acquisition comes into play, well...
And you, how did you convince your people to join?
It wasn't easy, believe me. I've managed to get the board of liquidators with us, for now. Most of them see the potential for incredible profit. Alliance defense contracts can be very lucrative. The rest? Well, let's just say their self-preservation instincts are strong. They'd rather fight with the Alliance than stand alone. The Hur'q have me thinking about adding a new rule of acquisition. If they can't be bought, get ready to fight!
That seems appropriate where the Hur'q are concerned.
Did you have another question?
Not at the moment, no.
I believe the Kai is here, in the Bajoran temple.
Kira Nerys.
Hello there. I suppose Admiral Quinn sent you down here to see where Bajor stands. I can tell you we're worried. The Hur'q were a few ships away from ravaging our homeworld, and if the Dominion falls, they'll be back. And we'll be the first to face them, so Bajor stands ready. We'll do what we can to stop the Hur'q, even if that means joining forces with the Dominion.
Tough call, but I can understand.
There's something else I should mention. I've experienced visions recently, a sign from the prophets. I see a place I've been before, a world beyond the grip of death. It's the home of a former Kai, and it's in the Dominion. I should also mention that I've seen you in this vision as well. I believe we're going to take a journey together soon.
What are your duties as Kai?
As Kai, I'm obligated to serve the will of the prophets. Doing so leads me to many places, not just Bajor. That can be difficult, especially in times of war. There's been a lot of that in the last few years. First the Dominion, then the Klingons, the Iconians, and now the Hur'q. There are times when I wonder how Ben Sisko managed during the Dominion War. And he was the emissary. I've tried to follow his example whenever possible, but it's been a challenge.
No doubt. It is difficult to follow the Sisko.
Something else on your mind?
Not at the moment.
The Alliance has asked a number of special consultants to attend the summit. I know each of them well, and I can vouch for their knowledge and skill. Even my Uncle Quark. Despite his reputation, his knowledge of the Gamma Quadrant is valuable. Just don't mention Latinum in the discussion, or the value of his information could rise considerably.
Understood. Let's go and speak to Quark. I've got to speak to Quark, Lita, and Julian. You know where Quack and Lita are.
So, they dragged you into this too, huh? Can't say I'm too surprised. You've come a long way since your scrap with the Klingons as a cadet. I'm here because my fool of a brother, the Nagus, seems hell-bent on getting the Ferengi into this mess. Not a lot of profit in fighting the Hur'q, 34th rule or not. You can't spend your money when you're dead.
Ah yes, Quack replaced the Ferengi that was originally there. So yeah, just a nice callback all the way back. And what was that, part 2? Wow. Yes, part 2. Hello, Quack.
If you ask me, we'd be better off sealing that wormhole and saying goodbye to the Hur'q and the Dominion forever. I'd miss the Tulaberry wine, but I'd get over it. But seeing how that'll never happen, especially as long as Kira's still breathing, I suppose I'll have to dig in like everyone else. You know what the worst part of this mess is? Odo. He's back like a kind of ghost haunting me. I must be cursed.
I hear you're on the moon now.
I do. And I'd be there, enjoying myself, if it weren't for the Grand Nagus. Brother or not, I wanted nothing to do with this until he put Lucari terraforming tech on the table. Couldn't pass that up. It'll cut biosphere renovation costs on my moon by 70%. Even with Odo here, and a billion Hur'q trying to demolish everything in sight, there's profit in the wind. Might finally land that exclusive Tulaberry export contract I've been dreaming about for 40 years.
Assuming the Hur'q don't eat all the Tulaberries.
Can I get you something?
I'm fine for now. Hello, Lita.
Oh, it's been a while since I've been in this place. I can't believe Hur'q still has that hollow me in here. It's a little embarrassing, to be honest. I wish we were all here under better circumstances. Then again, DS9's always been a trouble magnet. I guess peace is a little too much to ask for around here.
Continue.
My husband is risking a lot of capital, political and otherwise, by choosing to get involved with all of this. Fortunately, he's the best Grand Nagus to come around in a long time. The best ever, as far as I'm concerned, but I'm pretty biased on that point. Look, if I were this mirror version of me I've been hearing so much about, I'd have a lot more tactical advice to offer. As it is, my advice to you is this. Take a look around. Think about all the civilians, the refugees, people who are depending on you to protect them. Think about the best way you can do that, if you can. That's what I'd do if I were in your shoes. Boots, whatever.
Well, as an admiral as an officer within the Federation, I have to protect civilians and refugees. This isn't Picard, you know. Mirror version. Yeah, I faced her.
Yeah, in that alternate universe where good people are evil and vice versa, turns out the evil version of me is an admiral there. Real piece of work. Wears lots of leather, carries a whip. Oh, and she's in command of the evil Enterprise. I found out about her from my husband's information gathering specialists. Never hurts to be well informed, right? Rule of acquisition number 7. Keep your ears open and your eyes on the mark.
Or Rule 74. Knowledge equals profit.
Was there something else?
No, thank you. Yeah, I face off against her. Speak to Dr. Bashir. Doctor?
Ah, Admiral Quinn's attaché. Nice to meet you. Dr. Julian Bashir, recently commissioned Starfleet officer at your service. We're doing what we can to get things in order after that business with the Zenkethi and the Hur'q. The station took quite a beating, worse than I saw during the Dominion War. We're still treating casualties, and it looks like we'll be seeing more soon. A lot more.
Attaché? Okay, alright, continue.
The situation is compounded by the presence of civilians, both local and from other systems, even the Dominion. We have a number of refugees from the Gamma Quadrant on the station, and more on the way. Clearly, the sooner we can solve the Hur'q dilemma, the better. We'll be beyond our capacity to help the refugees soon, as will Bajor.
Recently recommissioned. You left Starfleet?
I mustered out some time ago to start a private practice on Trill. Since then, I've worked on special projects for Starfleet from time to time as a consultant. Even managed to start a family. Needless to say, I wasn't initially thrilled with the idea of putting the uniform on again. Still, it's very hard to say no to Kai Kira and Captain Dax. And so here I am, back on the front of an interstellar conflict. Here's hoping it's a brief one.
An ideal outcome, but unlikely.
Something on your mind?
Nothing now.
There's a number of refugee groups here on the promenade.
The Kremen.
It must be a surprise seeing Kremens here on a Federation station. Let that sink in for a minute. It's so bad in the Dominion that its citizens are looking for safe haven with their former enemies.
The Hur'q aren't our only problem. When the invasion started, it's like the Founders forgot about us. No Jem'Hadar came to our rescue. No Volta with the words of comfort or relief. Nothing even. There's even talk of rebellion, of leaving the Dominion altogether.
We were the lucky ones. We got out early. I've heard rumors about a blockade, keeping the rest of us from leaving the homeworld. It might be true. I haven't seen any more Kremens arrive here for a while now. Oh, please. The Founders have forsaken us. Don't let the Alliance turn their backs on us, too.
We'll do what we can for you. Gamma refugee.
We're lucky to be alive, friend. There was little warning before the Hur'q attacked our homeworld. We sent a call to the Founders, but no Jem'Hadar ships came. Our local defense force didn't last long. A few of us managed to get away on ships before the Hur'q closed in. Word of the Bajorans and their faith reached us after the war ended. There's stories about one of their spiritual leaders. She came to the worst of us, on our prison moon, to bring the wisdom of the prophets. So, when the Hur'q came, we decided to come here, through the Celestial Temple, to seek deliverance. If the Founders won't listen to us, perhaps Kai Kira and the prophets will.
The Kai will help you if she can.
Quinn here. The summit will begin soon. I'd like to go over what you've learned.
Summit report.
Interesting. Klingon and Romulan positions were somewhat predictable. I'm surprised by the resilience of the Cardassians and Ferengi. I'm also concerned about the Gamma refugee issue. We'll need to work with the Bajorans to manage the situation here. We should get to the conference room. Report to me there when you arrive.
Yes, sir. Sir, yes, sir. Excuse me. Checking with my faction leader, which is Admiral Quinn.
Well, everyone's here and no one started shooting. Could be worse. That was a joke. Take a moment to relax, speak with the others. Things will be serious soon enough.
Yes, sir. General Martok.
Jem'Hadar is more of a political creature than he was. Well, when we were both a lot younger. He's not willing to face the truth. There are Klingons who fear the Hur'q, hiding behind politics and rules. Grethar waits for their worthless souls. Know this. There are still Klingons who know where their blades belong. We will not dishonor our ancestors and ignore the Hur'q. We will fight them to our dying breath in the name of Kahless and the Empire!
You won't be alone, General. Weiyun.
Greetings. I am Weiyun 10. I'm glad we had this moment to talk before the summit begins. I trust you relayed everything you learned from us to your superiors. If I may be so bold, I hope that you conveyed a need for cooperation with the Founders as well. At least in matters regarding Hur'q, if not in all things.
Of course. It's Captain Kamari. I like Captain Kamari. I ain't got you here.
Glad you're here. I've been feeling conflicted lately. All the worlds we saved from the Zenkethi were also home to thousands of dormant Hur'q. By saving those planets, we also saved a great number of enemies. Those very enemies have since attacked a number of worlds, including my own.
We also saved billions of lives, Captain.
You're right, of course. If only there'd been another way to resolve things. If the Zenkethi would have listened to reason. I suppose we should place our hope in working together to stop the Hur'q. I can't help but think there's a path to peaceful resolution in all of this. There's got to be some way to end this madness before more lives are lost.
Perhaps there is. Kamari, you're too idealistic, love. Too idealistic. And we shall speak with Kira.
Hello again. I spoke with Odo about the vision we discussed. He's agreed to clear a mission to the old sector. Opaka, the former Kai I mentioned, lives there now.
Does this involve your vision?
I believe so, yes. The Kai has a condition that has prevented her from leaving until now. Odo has provided us with data that could lead to a cure. If there's a chance, I'm willing to take it. Her wisdom could help us all greatly. I realize this is a lot to take in, but I hope I can count on your help when the time comes.
You'll have it, Eminence.
If I can have everyone's attention, thank you. Let's begin the summit. We have a lot to discuss. Thank you all for coming. By now, you should be aware of our tactical situation. The Dominion, as you know it, is on the verge of collapse. We've withdrawn to our core systems, and the lines are holding, for now. Without your help, the Hur'q will win the war of attrition.
What about your outer systems? We're receiving refugees here, from those areas.
We have one fleet left, Admiral. That's hardly enough to defend the entire Dominion.
I'm failing to see how this concerns the Empire.
The recent battle here is a sample of what the Hur'q can do.
If you think they'll stop at the wormhole, you're sadly mistaken.
Need I remind you that the Dominion came to your aid in the Iconian War? I seem to recall Klingons placing high value on debts of honor. Or has that changed?
Mind your tongue, changeling! I will not be insulted!
Admiral Quinn to Ops. What's happening?
We're under attack, Admiral. It's the Hur'q! Reading Hur'q boarding parties! Multiple decks! They've concentrated in the damaged pylon. Ore processing area.
I need you to get to that damaged pylon section and lock it down before the Hur'q trigger an explosion that could wreck the station.
Moment, Admiral. It wasn't the Dominion, you know, Odo. Sorry to say it. But it was actually, the former Empress of the Romulans. But yeah. Processing or processing? Really? Yeah. You don't scare me, boys. I've seen worse.
Bad news. The hangar security shield is on the verge of collapse. If it drops, you'll get pulled out into space, so let's make sure that doesn't happen. You need to stabilize the power relays and recalibrate the shields. There are consoles near your position you can use to do this.
Acknowledged, Captain. Now, there is a bug with this mission. Where your bridge officers will disappear, so you do have to recall them, otherwise you'll be facing off against the Hur'q at the top. On your own. Well, I'll alleviate that. It's just when you're out of combat, just keep regrouping your just keep regrouping them. Recalibrate the shields.
Nice work, but it's not over yet. The Hur'q have moved into the ore processing area above your position. There's a lot of unstable uridium ore in there. If they damage it, it could ignite and set off a chain reaction that could destroy the pylon. You'll need to make your way up there to secure the area and restart the safety systems there.
Understood.
Looks like the access system in this section was reset. You'll need to rotate the central column and extend the bridges in order to reach the next section.
Very well. See, they're dumb.
Okay, you're almost in the clear. The safety systems for the area are currently offline. You'll need to restore power to that section and reinitialize the safety systems to get everything back online.
Acknowledged. I'm sure everyone's here.
The safety systems are reinitializing. They should be up and running in a few minutes. Nice work. Hold on. I'm picking up multiple Hur'q life signs in your area. They're converging on your position.
Well, swell.
I need you to defend that section from the Hur'q until the system comes online again. If they get in before that happens, they could knock it offline again, or worse.
Of course you need me. I'm the only one here. I need you to defend it. Well, I have to defend it. Because if I don't defend it, no one will they? Pretty hectic here, doesn't it? Well, imagine this if you didn't keep recording your thing, doing it on your own. Hey, shoot grubs. Alright, return to the ship. That did it. The Hur'q won't be getting in this area anytime soon. Damage control teams are on their way. Very good. Admiral, DS9 Command has requested the aid of all available ships in the sector. The station and the number of civilian vessels are under heavy attack, and they'll need you on the bridge. And we need you on the bridge. Transporters are standing by. We're ready to beam you back to the ship at your command. Beam out. Me directly to the bridge. Right, what have we got to do? Blow up, I hope.
The Hur'q are attacking the station and several civilian vessels in the system. I've sent ships to assist them, but I'm concerned our forces are spread too thin. I'd like you to work with those ships to protect the civilians while the rest of us defend the station. First Dukan Rex will accompany you as a combat escort.
We'll keep them safe, Ambassador.
Starfleet vessels, this is Quinn. Protect civilian targets.
Yes, Admiral. Right, anyone else are bloody having aggroed? Blowing shit up. That's my specialty. Call me Animal Blow Shit Up. Where's Daddy's cloaking behind me? Knock it off. Thank you. You're so helpful. Get the hell out of here.
Nice work, but I'm afraid there's bad news. We're picking up Hur'q vessels and they're heading our way. The station's weapon systems are offline. We need a few minutes to get them up and running. Until then, we're a sitting duck over here. I've asked every ship in the sector to regroup and prepare for battle. Let's hope it's enough.
We'll do what we can, Captain.
Concentrate fire on their capital ships.
Chief, I need those systems online.
I will teach it to them. Systems online in 60 seconds. Don't let the frigate swarms get behind you.
They get behind you anyway, so there's no point in saying don't let them get behind you if they do anyway. And plus, exactly.
A few more seconds.
Exactly the most vulnerable shit now, am I? You know, bloody Star Cruiser. You arse. Yeah, they get behind me anyway, see? They got behind me.
Systems online. Target the Hur'q and open fire.
I hate them knickers. Assembly when they fire that gunk out. Better than anything from Star Wars. That's a lot of ravages. Dang, good thing my bloody wrist shields are damn strong. Stop farting out swarmers, you fuckhole.
was the last of them. We're not picking up any Hur'q ships on long-range sensors. For now, at least. I think it's clear that the Dominion is prepared to work with you to stop the enemy. I hope the Federation is ready to do the same.
Agreed.
In the meantime, our fleet will do what it can to keep the Hur'q on our side of the wormhole. Tell Admiral Quinn not to wait too long to make a decision. This will reach the Federation faster than anyone would like, believe me.
Understood, Ambassador. All decks reported in, Admiral. Ready to depart on your command. Make it so, Travell. Well, that's a nice long introduction into the Gamma Quadrant issues. I shall hail command. First, I need to clear my inventory. We cleared this, and now I'll clear it again. It's most irritating. Oh, that's why. God damn tribbles. Okay, hail command.
The Hur'q threat is real, and we can't afford to let it expand throughout the galaxy. There will be resistance to getting involved, but I believe we have no choice. The Federation must render aid to the Dominion if we're to have any chance of stopping the Hur'q onslaught. In the meantime, Kai Kira of Bajor has requested a mission to the Innis system, and Ambassador Odo has authorized it. The Kai has asked for our assistance on this. She asked for you by name. Whatever she needs, make it so.
Okay, Admiral. We'll take the Caulfield cutter. Okay, so with that we are done with part 58. Storm clouds gather, so I shall see you in...
Something else on your mind?
Oh shit. I wish... Damn it. So, before she jumped in and down my throat there, we're going to do Armistice, which is the next mission. Join Kai Kira and Dr. Bashir in the search for the lunar prison colony for the former Bajoran Kai Opaka. That was a DS9 episode. I can't remember his bloody name. Battle Lines, I think it was called. Battle Lines? I'll have to look it up when I do the part. But yeah, it was... they crash landed on the planet and she died. It's the first time that she'd left Bajor, first time that she'd left gone anywhere, so it was a good episode. I think it was in season 1, so, and then it all built up all about what happened with the Kai, and then she got replaced by Kai Wynn. Yeah. Anyway, very much for watching, and I shall see you in part 59. Armistice. Live long and prosper. May the force be with you. May the power of the 12 colonies guide you. I don't know, be Battlestar Galactica now. Power of the 12. No. Yeah, Auf Wiedersehen.